You know what's weird about ideas is that we all get them and we get really excited, and then that excitement vanishes and we start to rationalize why we can't do whatever it is we originally thought of. Yep, that's me, sitting on the stool. And in 2020, I was working a job that I didn't like, which makes me want to introduce you to Meredith. That's Mer, and she's currently packing for a trip to sail around the world. She's important, and we'll come back to her. Okay, so 2020, a job I didn't like, and Meredith. What does all of this have to do with an idea? Well, in 2020, me and Meredith were working a job that we didn't really like, and we wanted to use some sort of creativity to generate two things. The first was money. No, not really like that. We just wanted to pay our rent. And the second one was freedom. Again, not really like that. We just wanted to not spend our days working for someone that couldn't remember our name. Really quickly, do you remember this guy? Comment if you know his name. He was wildly famous and successful in his craft, and guess what? He's dead. It's almost better if you don't know his name. Why? Because he did everything right, and now no one really cares all that much. Some don't even know who he was. And why does all of this matter? Because if you do something right or wrong, either way, it's not going to matter at all. And that's actually a good thing. Have you ever read this book? The first chapter says, "This is how it works. You're going to die one day." I know that's kind of obvious, but I just wanted to remind you in case you had forgotten. You and everyone you know are going to be dead soon. And in the short amount of time between here and there, you have a limited amount of to give. Very few, in fact. And if you go around giving a about everything and everyone without a conscious thought or choice, well, then you're going to get. See, during the thought process of wanting to quit my job and pursue my ideas, my mind was filled with, what if I can't pay rent? What if I can't provide for a family? What if I fail? What will people think of me? Blah, 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 blah. Okay, let's go back to Mer. Me and Mer quit our jobs together, and we took each month hand in hand with the goal to pay our rent by using something creatively. We started a fun little brand that was called Made by Saturday, and that turned out pretty successful. As in, we both were able to pay about 2 months of rent. We sold shirts with some fun designs and had a few community events. Mer spearheaded a lot of it and remained confident to all those watching from afar. But inwardly, both her and I were very scared. We would meet up weekly as best we could to encourage each other and talk about our problems, and every time we did, we would have a newfound confidence. Trusting yourself is usually found in realizing that a lot of others are going through the exact same thing, just trying to figure it out. There's no clear path on how to get somewhere, which means the failure you experience is unique to yourself and allows you to learn something others haven't. So it's been about 3 years since we both quit our jobs and have been pursuing our dreams, and I currently am editing for a successful YouTuber and shooting commercials and music videos, which I really enjoy. I make rent and a little extra to buy a beer here and there, which I get to enjoy whenever I want.
I actually don't drink beer all that much.
Meredith is packing up to set sail literally on her lifelong dream of sailing around the world. She got hired to make a documentary of a sailing race that will literally take her to dozens and dozens of countries. She's using her creativity to pay her rent and getting to experience all that the world has to offer. And none of this would have happened unless I got out of my head and just trusted myself. And with each step, reassessing things and realizing it's not a huge deal if I fail here or if I fail there.
And so, with 1,195 days of being self-employed, I would say it's still very true. So with 1,195 days of being self-employed, I would say it's still very much true that this is kind of scary. And no matter how good your idea is, there will always be a risk involved, and you can plan and figure everything out, but still you're gonna have that feeling of, what if it doesn't work out? So you might as well just go for it. If you guys got something out of this video, I would greatly appreciate a thumbs up or a like, maybe a comment saying how it helped, and I'm excited to see you guys in the next one.